In this video, we're going to solve a circuit using mesh current analysis here. You'll see that in this one, they've already marked the mesh currents and labeled the currents as I1, I2, and I3. So we'll just go ahead and stick with that notation for this problem. So the way, again, we use mesh current is for each mesh loop, we're going to travel around and use KVL here. So as I travel around in the first loop, I see I'm entering the negative side of the voltage source, so negative 20 plus 4, and again it's the loop we're in minus the loop we're not in, so I1 minus I3, and then I get to 2, and loop we're in minus loop we're not in equals 0. When I want to go around the second loop here, I see 2 times loop we're in minus loop we're not in, plus 8 loop we're in minus loop we're not in. And then I'm going into the negative side of the voltage source there, negative 10 I naught equals 0 here. Then I go to the third and final mesh loop, and I would see, say start the 4 ohm resistor, 4 times loop we're in minus loop we're not in. And then for 6, there is no loop we're not in, so it's just going to be 6I3. And then last 8, loop we're in minus loop we're not in. Then since we have a dependent source, we need to go ahead and write out an equation involving the variable independent source. The variable here is capital I naught, and you see in this picture here, I naught is right here. But that is exactly the same as the current in loop 3, so I naught is just I3 here. So we'll go ahead and we'll replace that in the one place we had I naught and do a little simplification here. So for the first one, it looks like I'm going to have 6I1 minus 2I2 minus 4I3 equals 20. For the second one, I'm going to have negative 2I1 plus 10I2 minus 8I3 minus 10I3 is going to be minus 18I3 equals 0. And then lastly here, we're going to have minus 4I1 and then minus 8I2, 4I3, 10I3, 18I3 equals 0 here. So we need to go ahead and solve these. Sure, we could cancel I3 with the second two equations, but getting another cancellation of I3 might be a little harder. However, we can get the cancellation of I1 pretty quickly here. So I'll multiply it by 3. That's going to give me negative 6I1 plus 30I2 minus 54I3 is 0, which we're going to combine with 6I1 minus 2I2 minus 4I3 is 20. Add down, that's going to be 28I2 minus 58I3 is 20. And then we can cancel it again here on the bottom one by multiplying it all by negative 2. So then I'd have positive 4I1 minus 20I2 plus 36I3 is 0. And we add down those. I1s cancel. Negative 28I2 plus 54I3 is 0. When we can combine these two, it's actually going to work out quite nicely here. So we have 28I2 minus 58I3 is 20. Add down. I2's cancel. We're going to get a negative 4I3 is 20. So I3 is negative 5 amps. But what we're asking for is capital I naught. And we already said capital I naught is the same as I3, so capital I naught is negative 5 amps. And that's your answer.